Do you guys know how fucking hard it is to find a place that doesn't reveal my location and also that doesn't have the sunshine in my eyes? I figure no one could ever track this, especially if I'm behind trees or something. You know, I'm trying not to have the sunshine in my fucking eyes, and I'm trying not to reveal my location. What a pain in the fucking ass. And I'm trying to obviously not get caught, you know? So anyway, I'm telling that woman everything. I've already told her everything. Everything except, you know, I haven't told her yet about my internet stripping channel or me going crazy in 2009 and believing 100% that Chuck Kroger was in love with me, or at least infatuated with me, that he'd been one of my Alicia's World fans. Anyway, as I've said repeatedly out here, yeah, that was not plausible, but it was possible. It was feasible. Okay? It just wasn't plausible. And I've been through a lot of shit. I mean, Donald had nearly killed me. I'd been with him for nearly 8 years. He nearly killed me in November 4th, 2008, okay? And it was 4 months later that my mother got sick for the first time in over 10 years. She hadn't had any kind of breakdown over 10 years. So yeah, I started fantasizing that a rich and famous rock star loved me, knew about me, had been rooting for me, had told his friends all about me. But that's proof, and Marion knows it. So I told this woman about YouTube. She can't watch it around any people in the shelter, though. I don't know if she has internet on her phone. I've been trying to find a payphone. That's a lesson in futility, too. A payphone that's not located, you know, right where everyone is that knows me. And believe me, everyone's all around. Even when I'm talking, well, of course, inside the shelter, if I'm talking to my mom, everyone's, you know, there are people listening. But even outside, I've been, in the past years when I didn't have a cell phone, when I stayed here those 6.5 months, I didn't have a cell phone at all. Okay? So I talked to my mom on payphones, and there were always people around listening. Always. Okay? There were always people around listening. But anyway, she wants to see my channel. I'd actually told my former shelter friend about my channel, but she didn't really express much interest in it. And I was scared to tell her, you know, because people find out about you and they get jealous and then they don't like you anymore. And, you know, and she, as I said, you know what she did to me. She would say things to me, like she'd say she liked me and loved me and whatnot, and then she'd be like, but she wanted to change my general personality. Well, do you like how you are? You know? I think this woman, you know, is more like me. I found out she's a vegetarian. She has a PETA shirt, you know. I don't even go that far. I eat eggs and milk and dairy. I should ask her what she eats, you know, just to make sure she stays healthy or whatnot. She does smoke cigarettes, though. You know, I cannot stand that. But it doesn't matter. She's actually, I told her the truth. I told my mom on the phone last night, and probably a couple of people heard me. I don't fucking care. I said it out loud in the room. I don't care. And, you know, inside the shelter, I said it. You gave me more by listening to me rant and rave and cry a little bit and swear for 1.5 hours this morning, a total stranger you are, than either side of my family, any of the members in it, have ever given me in my life. With the exception of my mom, of course, who's listening to me. But my mom, remember, I'm delegated in my family's eyes that I'm just like my mother. So, and remember, I can't possibly be anything more in this life than Marion deems me worthy of being. Okay, we already have established that. This woman's she worked for lawyers. She gave me back everything I've written down for her, but she's calling lawyers today. I find this unbelievable. But as for YouTube, I can't let her watch it in the library when people are around, and I don't know if she has internet on her phone. So I've been trying to find a payphone to call her to tell her about the internet stripping and about how Marion knows, has solid proof that I went stark raving mad, okay? How much more mad can you go than you believed a rock star was in love with you, okay? And you told people, you know. What are you going to do? It happened, you know. My mom has to accept all the things she's done. She tried to kill me. She thought her voices in her head told her I was an alien who needed to be knocked out. She would have hurt me, you know, and she has to accept that. I have to accept that I went crazy and believed Chuck Kroger was in love with me and that all his friends knew about me, all his rock star friends and in that world and whatnot, and were rooting for me, and I believed he wrote a whole bunch of songs for me over the years, for me, about me, whatever. So what? I have to accept that. I can't change it, you know. So I'm going to give her my YouTube channel. I only told her that I have over 4,300 videos, and between my 3 channels, I have about 1/3 of a million lifetime video views. But I didn't tell her the name of the channel or anything like that. I'm not going to have her watch my channel, you know, unless she had indicated that she wanted to, number one. But it's all going to come out. A lawyer is going to know. Marion has all this proof that I'm crazy, you know. So it's all going to come out. It has to come out. But you know, I don't easily, really at all anymore trust anybody. I mean, think about it. I trusted my shelter friend, and in the end, she even betrayed me, and you know, and hurt me, and you know, so saying I wasn't a good friend to her. Yeah, you were destitute, and I was lending you money left and right. That's a good friend. And I never made you feel bad about it, and I told you even if it was 5 years from whenever you could pay me back, and I even dropped the first $300 and something, you know, and then wiped the slate clean and said from now on I'm going to count it, just because I shouldn't just endlessly have to pay for you, and you never never have to think you'll pay me back, even if you ever get money or something, you know. That wasn't wrong of me. So I saw my therapist, and I didn't like what she said, and the truth of the matter is I really don't think that I can really give anything or get anything out of therapy when I'm busy doing this shit, fighting Marion and whatnot, you know, because therapy wants you to, you know, go to this group and learn how to be calmer and learn how to do this, and I didn't like what my therapist said to me. She actually said to me this, why the fact that Marion lied through her teeth about me? I saved my mother, and my mom destroyed her own house, and I have witnesses. And Marion doesn't know about YouTube that I documented every friggin' second that my mother was destroying her house, you know. And I emailed all my friends, but whatever. Why does that bother you so much? That's what my therapist said to me. Why does that? Are you fucking kidding me? Because I'm human. Why does it bother me that my aunt gets to wait forever smearing my name and treating my mother badly? And, you know, even that thing with the stupid crown. My mom didn't have money, but could have put it on a credit card, wanted to get a crown. Instead, Marion's like, just get your tooth pulled. And so instead of doing that, my mother's saving up the money month after month after month. But she wound up giving it to me because I was desperate in California. And Marion was not going to ask Marion for a friggin' penny even to save me, my sorry-ass life and the sorry-ass life of my dog, you know, or potentially save it so we don't have to sleep on the streets, you know. Mama just happened to have money, but only because she was saving up for that goddamn crown that Marion wouldn't let her get. My mother wanted, and guess what? I found out when I moved in with her, I told you this already, her teeth got so much worse because it was over a year since she'd been to the dentist. Marion's not hands-on. She only cares about the fucking money, and I don't believe she loves my mother at all. The end.